Hello, trading is closed on December 9th, 2024. As always, we'll start with our disclaimer, go over our calls, make our predictions. It's my trading plan for Tuesday. Tuesday is December 10th, 2024. Please remember, my plan can change. My plan can be completely wrong. Any trade you make should be made at your own risk. Tuesday and Wednesday, there's an open house from Rod and David. No registration, no obligation, no credit card. You can just tune into his YouTube channel and watch his stuff. During the day, MEJT said this rally was false, would retrace, and that's already happened. We had a possibility this was an ending diagonal triangle, and so far that seems to be working. Here's what we said. Here's our ending diagonal triangle. That could be the fifth wave. We've dropped, and so far that's played out. Now we had this wall with gap pattern. There tends to be a target just under the low of the wall, and that's support, but here support became resistance as we broke through, so we stopped at resistance. We had some prior numbers we wanted to see print. Even though we hit a new all-time high Friday, I still said ultimately we should see 6,061.05. I don't think I've had an ultimate target that didn't print in years. So we did get the target, and we said even though we didn't have to fill the gap here, I'd like to. So we filled the gap and we stopped right at support. So this last move is a move between resistance and support. We've hit the lower targets that we had to hit according to my work. Doesn't mean you won't go lower, it just means you don't have to. This is a review of what we said. We said the pullback didn't have to be severe. We should continue the rally in grand style. Tomorrow's pattern has the early high. Well, we think we're in wave 3, not carved in stone, but so far I'm going to stick with that for now. We think we completed 5 waves up, and we need to get an ABC down. And there is a count that says we've completed A in 5 waves. We have a clear 5-wave structure. There's a Fibonacci relationship between 1 and 3 and 5 and 3. We're at that support level we showed, and it's possible to call this a wall with gap pattern, all of which suggests if we can hold on to this low, which certainly isn't a lot, but if we do hold on to this low and start up, you can count this as having completed 5 waves down with a target of going over Friday's high, which is quite a ways away. So at this point, we completed 5 waves up, and we should have completed 3 waves down. We've only completed A of the 3 waves down at most, so it would be a counter-trend trade. But if we do start up, it's quite plausible that we go quite a bit higher and take this out. I'm not personally going to risk money on that until I see how we open. I mean, we open down here, then I just forget the whole thing. We open up here and start going up, I have a higher target, and I know where my stop is. Tuesday's pattern has an early high and a late low. The late low doesn't have to be lower than the early high, and frequently it is. We've dropped in 5 waves to a support level, so if, in capital letters, if today's low holds, we have a decent chance for a bounce tomorrow. It's possible at least to consider this drop a wall with gap pattern, implying it'll be reversed completely, most likely within a day or so. That certainly is not a lock, and I don't have any money risked on that interpretation at this time. I'm going to wait to see how we open. I don't have a target for the end of this correction. My suspicion is it won't last too long nor be too steep. I'm recording this before futures open. That may change things. Again, we open down 100 points, then it's all nonsense. But there's a good chance this thing holds and we have a good target on the upside if it does. And I don't think this pullback is is going to change the long-term bullish picture in the long run. Just might be a little bit of discomfort before it's over. Tomorrow at least has a pattern with the early high and the late low, but a good chance it rallies. If this low holds, I think it probably will rally with a decent chance, not a guarantee, we're going to overtake this high tomorrow or at latest till Wednesday's open. It's the pattern with the early high, and that's today's call.